Okay, here's another point from the 60 Minutes interview with Fauci. They're talking about how Fauci was controlled, so he couldn't speak all the time. I'm going to play a short clip and respond.
During this pandemic, has the White House been controlling when you can speak with the media?
You know, I think you'd have to be honest to say yes. I certainly have not been allowed to go on many shows that have asked for me.
One of the most trusted voices in America, and yet you're not there. You're not allowed to talk with us. So can you understand the frustration that maybe there's been a restriction on the flow of information?
Can you understand? He's literally asking the wrong guy. That's something you would ask of somebody else. Can you understand Fauci's frustration? I mean, it's such a redundant question, but here's the issue. They're not talking about the things they don't talk about. And again, we're going to get back to, you can talk about your masks all day long, you can talk about the vaccine, you can talk about new drugs they're developing, but if you never talk about why 6 to 8 million Americans have been in a 14-day quarantine and have been given nothing more than a placebo, it doesn't matter. You should be stopped from appearing on the shows. The White House, I don't know, maybe they should have asked him to answer this question. Maybe they should have asked the TV shows to ask the question. Maybe they didn't think about it. But the reality is, you can go on as many shows as you want, but if the questions are always softball questions and don't actually address half of the issue, you're just creating more and more propaganda that's not really helping. We need to know why it's acceptable to allow 14-day quarantine to have no type of therapy protocol or treatment protocol, because there's been none offered. Is it really true that diet, breathing, different kinds of therapies that already exist that are doable, is it really true none of them would help when COVID-19 is just beginning in a person and it hasn't overtaken them? Is that really true? Do we really know that for sure? Shouldn't we have used these 6 to 8 million people who are in quarantine, find the ones that want to do a clinical trial right from where they're at? Hey, you're going to eat raw onion every day. You're going to cut an onion and put it in the air. We're going to put oxygen tents around your bed, and we're going to put aromatherapy and oxygen. We're going to try to keep you a little bit warmer with some kind of wrap around your back so you sweat more. We're going to make sure you're active so you poop more quickly, more often. So there's a way of shedding the virus. We're going to make sure you can breathe the virus out into the open so that you're shedding it more quickly. There were so many things that they could have tested and they didn't. They're focusing on their vaccine and their clinical trials for vaccines and new drugs they're developing, and that's where their mind is. And also everyone wearing masks all the time. They have no other game. That's it. And the other game is not being discussed, so why should he go on all these shows and keep amping up the points that don't relate to what people could actually have done to help themselves when they first get COVID-19?